How about now? So yeah, as I was saying, before I realized that I muted my mic, oops. Yeah, so this is the more upgraded version from the deck that I streamed last week. I put a little bit more math into it as well, so it's more streamlined. We're only running 35 lands. And Dwarven Ruins for nothing other than the memes. But yeah, so we are running a bunch of vehicles. And extra combat step cards like Aggravated Assault, which functions as both a way to generate. Thoughts on Cultivator's Cavern? Let's look that one up. Cultivators. I think it's a good card. I didn't like how it was on the ground though, so a lot of the flyers that we have either replace themselves or flyers, or the one exception I guess to that is Mobile Garrison, but that also untaps another creature. Yeah, it's a good card if you're... I just feel like our commander already generates enough mana, so we really don't need that many mana rocks. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of 3 CMC mana rocks, because I feel, unless you're ramping into something, which this deck is not, you shouldn't play 3 mana rocks, you should be playing 2. So like Talismans and Signets. But that's my personal experience. So, I think the worst 2 mana rock is better than the best 3 mana rock. So. Yes, it does. It does function as a vehicle, but I think there's other vehicles that we could do better. The sad thing is that I probably could be running that because I couldn't get the treasure vehicle because it wasn't on. I can't tap a creature with Arcane Signet. That is true, you cannot. But also we're not really doing anything. So sort by CMC. See, we'd go to turn 3. We'd play the ramp, and what are we ramping into? 2 cards, which wouldn't be worth it, which was my thought process. So I'd much rather run cards with more evasion, or that replace themselves. So we have like Flying, Menace, and abilities like that. So yeah, as I was also saying that we're running more dragons that have more removal focused abilities. So that way, oh, and Moonveil Dragon, which I feel will be really good in aggro. I wouldn't want to take down the land because it lowers our percentage of getting 2 lands when we need it by a full 4%. Which, again, I also felt wasn't worth it. So. Is that the correct version? Let me double check. Cool. Yes. And the deck that we're playing right here isn't the same version, sadly, because I just couldn't get a handful of the cards. But you gotta make do with what we have. So let's create a room. Here we go. Ah. And I forgot to plug in my computer. Let me do that real quick. So we got the first blue monkey. Rooftop and let's see who the next person to join is. Ba ba ba. And Miles Prowler. Cool. I was about to start talking about sagas for a second there. So we lost the die roll, and first monkey is going first. So we have one of the 7 dwarfs, and we have Balefire Dragon. Is this hand mulliganable? I think maybe. So we have a free mulligan. Yeah, I think this hand we do mulligan. Yeah, let's go down to 6. See, and we keep this. Put Dragon Mage to the bottom. Done. And no possible plays. Yield all. Okay. So, turn 1 we Soldering. Okay, so they play Gaia's Cradle in the first thing, as our first thing, which is immediately terrifying. So, Toll's Mere, Wolf Blood, Arlos, Arduo, and Nistroy are what we are playing against. So our opponent plays a Temple and Scries. I want to get chat's opinion about the sagas. What do you guys think of the sagas in Kalaheim? I personally am a fan of them. I'm going to try and we just drew the Weatherlight, which is a good draw. So we cast Soul Ring, we tap Soul Ring, and pass. So yeah, as I was saying, I personally am a huge fan of the sagas. I want to try and make a saga tribal deck work, but I don't know exactly how I would build that. So that's something that's been on my mind recently. Personally, I feel like some of them are kind of bad, but I don't know. I feel like Raven's Warning can see play. Create a 1/1 blue flying token and you gain 2 life. And whenever 1 or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player this turn, look at target player's hand and draw a card. Probably an adaptation of Shrines. The Boris one's really good. I don't have that one on me. What's the Boris one? Oh, is it here? Showdown of Scalds. Exile. Oh, yeah, that is really good. Exile the top 4 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may play those cards. Oh, until the end of your next turn. And then whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. That is pretty amazing. So we go to our draw step. So we play a card. I think we just play our commander here. Yeah, I think that's the correct play. Wait, no. We do have some historic cards, so maybe we do play... No, we can't crew it, even if we do. So yeah, our commander is what we cast here. It's playoff for Orvar in Standard. Are we talking about the same Orvar? The mono blue one? Because with Showdown of the Scouts, wouldn't that make it 3 colors though? I assume in the current standard, I don't know for sure though, so I could be wrong. Isn't it getting 3 colors kind of difficult? Well, I'm wrong. Yes, because all fair decks are 3 colors, right? Oh, they have the pathways. Oh, I forgot about those. I still don't know if the pathways were a mistake or not. I like them. But I still feel like having 3 cards probably was a mistake. Oh no. Come on. Stop my fan. There we go. They're perfectly fine? Okay. I know when I first saw them, I was like, ooh no, those are going to be a disaster. So. But that was around the time that Oko was printed, so there wasn't that much faith in Wizards at the time. Hello, hello, hello. Rooftop is getting attacked. Rightfully so, I think. Never mind. Ooh, are they a mill deck? That'd be interesting. No land that you cannot fetch for can be a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we cast a Weatherlight here. No land that you cannot fetch for. But you can... I guess you can't fetch in Standard. So we attack Rooftop to create that beautiful, beautiful treasure. I've gotten all the treasure. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. F6. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired today. I'll try and keep up the energy like I normally do, though. It's not fetchable, and you can only tap for 1 color. Plus, Standard has the Triumphs as well. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, the Triumphs. I was wondering if the Triumphs were. Oh, the Pathways. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about the Triumphs as the mistake. I do like the Pathways as design, though. I think they're interesting. So Shauna Sissy's Legacy is attacking Rooftop because that is the punching bag currently. The Triumphs are also fetchable, but they enter taps, so they are fine also. That's fair. Them entering tap does prevent them from being as broken as like Shocklands. But I'm sure in some Legacy decks you can probably run them. Although Legacy is so fast that I'm probably wrong there. Noble Benefactor. Each. Huh. That's an interest. Oh, I see what they're doing. Ooh, I can play Hellkite Tyrant next turn. I've seen people try them in Legacy and Standard, or Legacy and Modern, but they don't see real play. Okay. That's good at least. Oh, that's a good attack. Yeah, I really do not know about other formats other than Commander, so I probably should start doing more research into them, especially if I want to start playing them for content. So it would feel really bad getting your tap-led Wasteland. That is fair. I forget that Wasteland is legal. If I remember, the Strip Mine's banned in Legacy, so upkeep, draw. So we get 7 dwarfs. So go to main. Does anyone have any artifacts we want to steal? Yes, but lots of Wastelands. What decks play Wastelands? I know for sure that Death and Taxes does, but other than that, I'm not exactly sure. So we'll play our dragon. And pass. And the nice thing is that we can crew the Weatherlight if we want, now and ever. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tomo. How's your day going? Ooh, you have a new tribal commander deck built? 35% of decks in Legacy have Wasteland. That's pretty good. Ooh, they're running Kodama of the North tree. Oh, I hope they're running all of the Kodamas. For those of you who do not know, there's a Kodama of the North tree, Kodama of the West tree, Kodama of the East tree, Kodama of each direction, and Kodama of the Central tree. Just waiting for the last card. Better if Twitch wasn't pink screening me. I do not know what pink screening is. So, yeah, what is the tribe, Mr. Tomo? I think the next deck I want to try and build is some type of Saga deck. I have to say, this is the fairest guy's cradle I think I've ever seen. I want to shock you. However, I have, in fact, two built. One is 4-color missing blue, and one is Esper, which is the one you want to see. Okay, I see how it is. You're keeping the deck secret. I am excited to see it, though. Be interesting to see, that's for sure. So, 4 and 3 colors. What Esper tribes is it? Is it Sphinx? Missing blue is not always a mistake. Sometimes, very rarely, there's a valid reason to be missing blue. Why did they concede? Okay. Not... I don't think this deck is a mistake for not running blue. In Commander? What commander do you get for not running blue? Oh, the warrior one. Please, my name is literally Jace the Deck Builder, and I believe that running blue is sometimes a mistake. Most of the time it is not, though. It's really only a mistake when you're running Boil. Those mountains would be better if they were islands. But if they were islands, my deck wouldn't work. I don't know, I feel like blue is a weaker color than it used to be. I don't know if that's just a me thing that I'm noticing. Okay, what's happening? You cannot cast Counterspell with a mountain. That is not true to Fairy's Trickery. And there's Mana Clash, I believe. And red cards don't pitch Force of Will. I think I actually have one of the mono red counterspells in my binder right here. Let's see it while we wait for Mr. Rooftop. So this will be the card showing of the year, or the new card shown. It's here somewhere. Mage's Context. Okay. So apparently we won. That was an easy game. I have a Mage's contest right here. I'm not running it in the deck though. I probably should. But currently I don't have a deck that wants that card, so. So I guess we should move on to a game that isn't as scuffed as the previous one. There we go. I run both Mage's Contest and Molten Influence. I run both in my mono red, non-red deck. Ah, damn, can't join, just missing a card. Ah, What card are you missing? If it doesn't spoil the theme. How many colors are opponents playing? 1. I do think we mulligan this. Yep, correct choice. Spoils the theme. Ah. I'm excited to see what the deck is, though. You're hyping me up. I can't join any today, as these games take over 2 hours, and I don't have 2 hours to spend here. Yeah. It's all good, though. Hey, I keep my schedule, so Tuesday, I will be live, and then we can play a game then. Or if you want. So, let's tap, skip. Yeah, that's one of the things that kind of suck about Commander games, though, is that they do take forever. That's something I'm trying to figure out how to do. Is one of the games that I streamed last time, the first game I did last time, I want to post onto Instagram TV, but Instagram TV has a cap of an hour, and that game was an hour and 30 minutes. So I should have gotten more sleep last night. That's what you get for staying up watching anime. So we draw. Main. Magda. We'll cast our commander. There's no creatures on the battlefield at the current moment. Oh, by the way, Mr. Tomo and Rob, thank you for the suggestion of vehicles. It does make the deck a lot more powerful. So that was a really good suggestion that I just didn't think about when I was building the deck. So, Temple Bell. That's perfect. If we would have kept that Blood Moon, we would have wrecked Psychic Rainbow. 3 wishes? Or 3 visits? I assume they grab... Okay, yeah. That's my lighting, by the way. Not pretty good. I want to get a blackout curtain because my setting looks pretty nice at night, but during the day it looks kind of scuffed. So, main... What do we play here? Fearless Liberator. And then we attack... Toga Kurde. While bouldering him, I guess? So target creature gets +2/+2 and until end of turn. And now we don't need to worry about that card getting discarded or something. Okay, it's built. I'll tell you that the Espert one is Alenia, but it is not fairies. But a 8-letter word. And the non-blue one I'm running is Saskia, but the tribe name is only 4 letters. Or 5 letters, take a guess. Moonfolk? For the blue one? No. What is a... Huh. What's an 8-letter tribe? Selphioids? No, that's blue. Sphinx. This is going to be some very obscure tribe, isn't it? Does it have any tribal support? Because if it has some tribal support, I think I can guess it. But if not, there's no way I can. Alenia does 2 things for the Espert deck, but whereas Saskia just felt right. And the Espert one doesn't, but the non-blue one does. You know, you're simultaneously making me super excited while making me wonder extremely what this deck is. You're going to cause me to like search throughout all of Gatherer. You know what? Playing a game of Hangman does not sound bad. Tell you what, after this game, or how could we do Hangman? I guess we could just do it in chat, couldn't we? So Koma is on the battlefield, so we all need to be scared. Always yield. Upkeep draw. Okay. So if we attack here, 5, 6, 7, 8. We cannot destroy his commander. That's kind of sad. Wait. 1, 2, 3. I think the correct thing to do here is to play a vehicle. I found a site that allows me to give you the thing without needing to spoil it. Oh, okay. And I guess we go to combat. Gaining that treasure. Yes, you can send the link in the chat if you want, Mr. Tomo. So Kodama triggers, or Koma triggers. F6. We have access to 3 treasure tokens. Next turn we can get 3 more. So we can get out a dragon next turn. The question is, which dragon do we get out? Okay, what to do? So yeah, overall, I do like the improvements of this deck, by the way. I feel like the deck just runs a bit more smoother. Comparatively to last game or last stream where it was good, but just felt a bit clunky. Which I guess is true for all the decks before I do the testing, so. Okay, so I drew another mountain. So next turn we'll have access to 6 lands, and if we draw another land, we could also take advantage of the Gillipore Orrery, because I feel like if any deck can get empty-handed, it would be the mono-red deck. So, because next turn we can play the card, but we'd have to discard our Hellkite, and I don't know if that's something we want to do. Wait, how did that get in our graveyard? Oh yeah, the Manic Scribe. I missed that. So we're drawing another card. Never mind, we're not ever going to get... Oh, we're discarding a card. What do we discard here? I think we discard the mountain. Because the mobile garrison's really good. What's the crewing ability for mobile garrison again? Yeah, crew 2. And now everyone draws a card. Ooh, cool. So we just drew Hanweir Battlements. So although we are not running the back of the second card that we need to flip it, I still feel like having the ability to give a creature for haste on a land was powerful enough for the card to be included in the deck. So that's why that card's being run over, like, let's say, just a regular old mountain. The reason why I'm not running it was because it just didn't fit with the theme I was going for. It's not a bad card, but I wanted to... It felt like a dead card if we were doing what we want it to do. Does that make sense? So the chance of us hitting that card and hitting Hand War Battlement are very slim. So I felt like it was just better to not run it at all. So it was really just the math games for me. If I remember correctly, the chance of us hitting it was around... I'm probably not remembering correctly, but it was around like 2% by turn... like 8 or like 10. I think it was like 5% by turn 8, or yeah, like by turn 8, and that just wasn't worth it to me because I felt like, because either way, so the chance of us hitting both were slim, so I didn't feel like it was worthy of the include. Does that make sense? However, the ability to make something have haste whenever we want, I just felt like it was just a good card by itself. So... So, Rimlock Knights. Let's see what he does here. Hopefully he doesn't feel bad for... Hopefully he forgot that we attacked him that one turn. Forget. I attacked everyone except for Burning Dirt. He did not forget. Okay, whoa. That seems a bit aggressive. So I do think that we leave up Garrison. So upkeep, draw. We draw a card here. Do you have a dragon that can remove comma? I don't know, and that's... I don't have any... The problem is that while we do have board wipe dragons, none of them exile. So we can like start picking off his tokens, but we can't permanently get rid of Koma. I'm gonna grab Steel Hellkite because I feel like that will be our biggest chance. Because that way we can get rid of all the serpents in one hit. So we'll create 4 treasures here. Okay, what's his plan? I'm confused by that Mystic Revelation. So, well, technically, yes, we do have a dragon that can remove comma. I don't know if it's enough. Yes, I should be able to get two dragons. But I also can't attack with Steel Hellkite and destroy all of his things. So I think I want to do that on his end step. So let's go to attacks. Naturally Control Z. Let's not attack this turn. We'll play 7 dwarfs. Chat. That was amazing. I forgot that that works for us, too. Oh, that may be a mistake, right? Oh, yeah, I could have done that. Oh, is he trying to tap down my commander? Oh, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to force me. I don't want to activate his ability this turn, though. But, Balefire Dragons in... Oh, you're right. That is not the one that was in our hand. F6. Yeah, I could have grabbed Balefire Dragon, given it haste, and killed this. Or, I don't know if Balefire Dragon would do it. Let me look real quick. Oh, that would have worked. Well, it would have half worked. Coma would have... It would have gotten rid of all his tokens, but he could have sacrificed one of his tokens in response to the trigger, keeping Coma on the battlefield. Which is why I want to try and get multiple things on. So he's going to attack us. What dragons do we grab? I need to look through the deck list real quick. That's true. Let's see. We could grab Hellkite Charger in addition to another card. So that way we get 2 untap steps. Which one's that one? It deals 4 damage to any target, but we can only get rid of 3 serpents. And we can't get rid of his commander. That's more, so we're basically just preventing him to have just stopping a rotation at the table. So block coma and force a sack. That's true. So I want to do that before I want to activate his ability before. So I'm going to grab 2 dragons here. I think I should grab... I guess he tapped. Yeah, that's a problem though. He just taps. I don't know how to get around this. Como was a mistake. Even the meme deck I built of Coma was powerful. More than it had any right to be, at least. And then it also stops activated abilities. So I'm going to try and get rid of as many dragons or not as many dragons, but rid of as many creatures as possible. So with these on the stack, I meant to respond to that. What was the dragon again that I'm looking for? Basically, I want to make him have to sacrifice as many serpents as he has. Okay. Yeah, Como was a mistake. But it's been the less egregious one in recent memory. I kind of want Wizards to stop designing cards for Commander, though. And I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I always felt like Commander was just a bit more fun when Wizards wasn't. Let's see what chat. Let's see what they're saying. So he's sacrificing in response. I wanted to. Okay. Because the more things he sacrifices, the more damage we can deal. The more likely we can attack. And I hope he forgets about our vehicles, which does not seem impossible. So Horn of Greed triggers, so he's going to draw a lot of cards. Oh, he means to kill me, I know. And the problem is he can. That's the last thing. Yeah. Okay. Come on, counter. No! Just keep me alive. So I do live, I think, 15. I just take a lot of damage. Ooh, I'm down to 4. Man, what do we do? Ah, we're so close yet so far. See, that's the problem with MTGO though, is people just don't like making deals. At least in Commander, it's less common, so. So we kill one serpent and the flying creature. Yeah. Man. This is a really hard puzzle we need to solve here. So, what can we draw here? That can get us out of this. A Chaos Warp would be good. Ooh, Shiny Impetus. That is not the worst draw. I don't know if it stops him, but... It stops... Yeah, it does stop the big Coma from attacking me. But we have the... Yeah. Problem is, I'm just at 4 life. I die to a Swift Breeze at this point. So, he can still sacrifice the serpents to tap down my creatures, which can still allow him to kill me. He just can't attack with the big 8 or 6/6. So next turn, and I think I can just block. Yeah, so he will gain 2 more serpents. Ichi San Jorn God. And I have Roku. He will have 6. He'll have 6 serpents, and I have Ichi San Jorn God. I have 5 creatures. So we live this turn, maybe. Which is my only goal. I only want to survive. So he's copying an island. See, if we can start eating up his resources, though, then we can start slowly attacking him. And if he even lets us get in 1 attack, I think we can hit for a lot of damage. Due to the Hellkite Charger's ability to get additional combat steps. And we have we only have 2 dwarfs, but... So it's not like we can go infinite, but Oh, and because the creature is goaded, he has to attack another player. And himself. Remind you, he hasn't played any other cards other than Coma. It's just Coma that is causing him to be just such a huge threat on the table. So she plays Azumi. Man, I wish Azumi said dwarfs. Said no one ever. So he gets another token. So we can block with the Dockside Extortionist. They don't really do anything on our board anymore. So that will be 2 of our blocks, and I guess we block with if he doesn't tap it. So each player draws a card. So we drew another mountain. So next turn we'll have 11 mana. We're in a very precarious situation right now, though. Another cool card that most people do not know about is Willow Priestess. Ooh, Dictate of Karametra. Okay. That's not good, though. Why is he casting that on his turn? No, no, no. You play that after the Coma's player. Oh, that could kill us right there. That Coma? Or Dictate of Karametra? That could be the end of us, I think. Wordly Tutor. Oh, wait, no. He's already tapped out. Oh, no. Oh, no. If he grabs a Crater Hoof, we just die. I'm not going to concede if he grabs a Crater Hoof, but... Oh, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. Okay. That's not good. Man of all... Now to become our opponent's becomes our opponent's cheerleader. Let's try and give him some encouragement to counter this Sakashima. You know what? I think we should start plotting for second place. I am happy you didn't grab a Crater Hoof, because that means we don't immediately die, though. I still have the link for that Hangman. Sure, send it in chat. I'll play it on stream. This first second place counts for something. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tama. I will say that the Esper deck, I could have added red, but the red ones suck. But that's true for most red tribes. Okay, I'm pulling up the link right now. Okay, after this game is over, Mr. Tama, I will pull it up on stream and we'll play a game of Hangman. Sound good? Oh, he seemed to went AFK, so let's play a little bit of Hangman right now. Okay. Let's just add that to the corner. You know what, we don't really need to focus on that player. Ah. So, afterwards I can give you the list of one of them, and the other one doesn't have a list on Goldfish. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. So my first guess is E. Oh. Okay. What? E-T-A. Yes. I'm extremely stumped by E. So our opponent plays Promox. Okay, sorry. Then I assume me Googling this on Gatherer is cheating. Yes, to Googling. It's not wizards. Yes! Our opponent did Arcane Denial. The Sakashima. Sakashima. Kampai. I'm not drinking, but that's all I only know how to say a handful of things in Japanese. Dang it, there's no N. Oh, no. No. That L did not help at all. What? Oh, cool. Our opponent has all the counters. Thankfully, they're on our side. I know, I am going to die in both Hangman and Magic. Oh, Gargoyle. Gargoyle. Yes! That hint did give me a lot, didn't it? No, I meant to... Wait, what? So I think we actually have a chance of winning here. Surprisingly enough. One, two... Oh yeah, no, they conceded, so... We're winning by default, but it's whatever. So we play... Yeah, they are dead, right? Do I just have enough damage on board? Oh. Oh, yeah. 10, 17. Yeah, I do. I should just go for it then, shouldn't I? Not like they have mana. Begin combat. Cancel. Cancel. I almost killed myself there. And then... So you don't want to misclick. So it looks like we're doing this. Oh, I still have Hangman up, don't I? Huh. After this game, Mr. Tom, I'll look over your deck. Three, 4, 5, 8. Oh yeah, I do. Hands down. You do, but it has got the second tribe on there, by the way. You just have to click on a new word and just hope it will give you the 5-letter one. Okay. And then... Oh yeah, he's super dead. Just to make sure I'm getting an extra combat step. Blocks, nope. Creatures. And damage. Yes! We have won, boys. And that's how you do it. We only needed 2 of our opponents to concede. Okay, yeah, let me finish. I'll do the next word search, and then I really liked Burning Depths deck. So submit. And let me pull up the word search again. New word. It did give me the 5-letter word. E. T. Let's see. Oh, you can also see what anime I'm watching. Okay, yes, I will not use the hint on this one. L. What? Oh, you have me stumped. What? Knowing that's 4 colors doesn't really help, though. I have no idea what the tribe is. Doesn't help that I'm a horrible speller. This one has a lord, too. Am I allowed to look through my Morphon deck? It's just right here. No, let's figure this out. Oh, I may. Okay. I'll also use this as a time to show some of the cooler lords in Morphon. At least my Morphon list. So you have the... you don't think you'll be in here? I build my decks weird, so there's a chance. So I have the Dragon, which is a pretty common card. Timber Protector. I have the Pirate. Steel Creature, more slivers. It's not Etherborn. It's not rats. Oh, you have me stumped. It's not goblins, zombies, merfolk, centaurs. It's not elves. It's not ninja. No, it's not ninja. Not elemental. Dwarfs. Doesn't fit. Wolves. Doesn't fit. Spirits. Doesn't fit. Illusions. Doesn't fit. I think you may be right, Mr. Tomo. Unless it's bears, I don't think it's on there. Rebels? Does that work? Nope. I doubt they're barbarians. No. My everything tribal did not work. Man. M. Dang it. I'm about to hang a man. Oh, plants. A plant tribal? We freed him. Oh, that was so that was so nerve-wracking. Ah, I thought for sure I was about to be responsible for the death of a man there. Ah, four plant, four color plant tribal though. That's super cool. I guess you do have lords, don't you? You have Avenger of Zendikar. You have the other Avenger, the pseudo Avenger of Zendikar. Um, Other than that, there isn't that many plant support, is there? I haven't. I believe I tried to make plant tribal work at one time. Uh, Let me look. I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys a look into my brewing folder, which most people do not get to see. Mostly because it's connected to my Gmail account, and I've now created a professional Gmail account, so let's see. There we go. So let's see if I can find Plant Tribal in here. So here's a deck I've been working on. I've been trying to get Arcane Tribal to work. So I have every single Arcane card in here. Except for... no, every one. And I'm trying to make that work into a deck, but it so far hasn't gone well. But that's something I'm working on. Do I have plant? Here's my Golem Tribal list that I kind of have in the brews. Actually, did I finish that one? I do not remember. Lose the Game Tribal. I did try and make Squirrel Tribal work, but there just wasn't enough support. The Gargoyle could be if red was, but Granite Gargoyle and Bastille Gargoyle were both meh. Oh, that's fair. Let's see, do I have... I swear I worked on a Plant Tribal deck. Was it on my other Gmail account, the one I can't leak? See, if you guys want to send me an email, you can at jacethedeckbuilder.com. Or jacethedeckbuilder@gmail.com. That's my professional email. But... and for some of those who are curious about the background stuff I do for the decks, I do like keep numbers and all that for the decks that I build. So it doesn't look like I have Plant Tribal here. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. So how about we get into another game? Oh, wait, I haven't looked over your deck. Sorry, let me open up your deck real quick. Deck link. Okay. Oh, so it's kind of budget. I like that. Only 15 ticks? Oh, I could rent that deck. Okay. I see what you're doing. How well have you ever played the deck? You're running a bunch of cards that I've always been wondering how well they would work. I just finished it on MTGO. Nice. Okay. Okay. You know what? This would be a fun deck to play against. I can't play it until... Oh, sorry. I can't play it until Saturday at earliest. Okay. I think if I remember correctly, we're streaming... the plan is to be streaming ReZero, though. Although, I wouldn't mind hopping into a game. I want to try and make Saturdays non-magic, but I don't know. But I'm also trying to grow my account, so... Oh, cool. Opal Guardian. That's a cool include. It's just too late for me. What time zone are you in? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, you're UK? That's cool. Yeah, it's 8:44. So, and I have a nephew who likes to sleep. Yeah. I don't blame you. Currently it's 2:44 for me, so looks like you're 6 hours ahead. Wow. If you want, I can do some looking over in the deck and send you some statistics of it. You're 4-star on Gates? Why? Oh, there's a gargoyle. Oh, yeah. Gatekeeper gargoyle. Oh, that's amazing. You know what? I appreciate that type of synergy in decks. I feel like that's the stuff that a lot of decks are missing. Like, you shouldn't be running Gates, but, like, it's good. In this one deck, Gates are amazing. In 99% of decks, people will always tell you don't run Gates, they're bad. But you know what? You should be running Gates in your deck. You have Gate support. And you are, and that's amazing. Sorry, I love those type of janky ideas. My philosophy is you can do whatever you want in Commander. Just sometimes it won't work. Sadly. And you're running Wakestone Gargoyle. I love Wakestone Gargoyle. Not for any other reason than it was just one of my first rares. And I actually thought it was like a really good card at one point. Man, we are all naive. Harbor Guardian. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, but it draws you... Oh. Oh, wait. If Harbor Guardian attacks, defending player may draw a card. You know what? I want to play this deck 1v1 against you. Okay? And when we play this deck 1v1, here's the deck I will bring. It's a deck I haven't gotten to work because I just think... But I want to see how it will work. It does have reach, but if you attack with it, your opponent draws a card. Where's Fungus? Okay. Here's the deck I want to get to work on. Want to play. It's Fungus Tribal. It's not good, but it's fun. Let me do visual view. Bye-bye ad. So, I think although... I don't know who would win in the long run. I do think Fungus has more tribal support than Gargoyles, but not by much. So, fun story, I did have a plant tribal deck on MTGO, but the land base was a meme. Okay, let me check this out. Okay. This is the same Gargoyle deck, by the way. Oh, it's all good. I do want to check out the curve real quick on this. So, one of the things I'm noticing with this deck is it has a high curve. Is there any way you could lower the curve? You could also probably run a few tribal support cards that buff all creatures. So let's look here. So in this deck we're running cards like Bloodline Predator, which is a changeling, but it also, whenever Gargoyle in your case would enter the battlefield, it would get +1/+1. Broodline Predator would get a +1/+1 counter. Where's the other ones? And there's one from Kaladesh. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me check out that link real quick. It does not fly, that's fair. Plants. Yeah. The land base is a little bit of a meme, I'll give you that. I have a card that in the Gargoyles that gives your flying creatures a pump. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, that works. Because every card but one, Gargoyle has flying. Okay. Oh, I forgot Tree of Perdition is a plant. That's amazing. There's a lot more good plant cards than I thought there was. Huh. Metallic Mimic. Ooh, I love that art for Sylvan Caretaker. Let's see. Dredge. Mangler. Let me look at the curve of this deck real quick, too. Okay, good curve. Good curve. Overall, these are some pretty good decks. So yeah. I should probably get back into the game, though. So let's join another match real quick. Yeah, that's true. It can't die to direct damage. Window capture. Perfect. Mulligan this hand. Yeah, I do like Phyto Hydra. It's a bit expensive, but I feel like the payoff is worth it in the end. This hand's a bit better. Because at least we have disruption. Although it's a bit risky, but, you know. What are the chances? Odds. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. So upkeep, draw. Oh yeah, no possible plays yield all. So let's see what they're playing. So we have the twins, Orvar, and Jiva. And we never didn't have it. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry about that. I look like death itself today. So I don't know whether to be more scared of Orvar or C-Pin. Good luck, have fun. But yeah, I do like Cytohydra. So, Mr. Tamo, what do you think of Saga Tribal? I think that's what the deck I want to try and brew for next week. That or Pox. No, that's not the card we wanted to see. So we'll cast Magda, stream for, pay for 2, and then pass turn. Because I ended up getting a few of the... Where are they? Oh, oops. So as you can see here, I got a few of the sagas. I feel like I want to do a internet deck that will just be a joke deck and just make fun of internet things like Reddit jokes and like internet trolls. I just make like the commander troll walking the trolls, that kind of thing. I feel like that would be a fun, unique deck. I don't feel like it wouldn't be good though. That's for sure. It would not be good in the slightest. But not everything has to be good, thankfully. Okay. Man, after this, I'm going to need to do some more college homework and then take a nap. So my turn, upkeep, draw. So we did draw one of our good lands. And Dwarven Nomad. I'm very excited to see how Dwarven Nomad plays. I feel like it... will be fun, but also kind of powerful in this deck, surprisingly. Okay. I also need to do some video editing. That's true. C-Pin, let's see what they do here. They play Ishrith the Waken? Huh. Are they a... I don't know what type of deck they are. That's interesting. Upkeep draw. Next turn, we could play the dragon, but we don't really need to. And if they pay the mana to try and Phantasmal Image. What are they having it coming? Okay. Vanilla. I am not liking how this looks for us. So sorry about that. It looked like my internet cut out for a second there. So... And then we go to combat. And then go to main phase. Where we goad their creature. And we pass turn. Sorry about that. I am back. Looks like my internet cut out there for a second, I guess. I don't know what happened. So, Jiva. So they play Bolt Bend. Oh. Okay. So overall, okay, so our opponent plays Thran Dynamo. And next turn, we can get out a dragon. Now, which dragon do we want to get out? That's the real question. And he's attacking back at us, completely fair. We did just swing at him for 2. In case he hasn't noticed, though, I have attacked everyone, so it's... You know what? I'm trying to be fair. So they play Natural Reclamation, destroying the Thran Dynamo. And they're cascading into a Loxodon Warhammer. You know what? That's pretty cool. They're not able to equip, though. So they attack. We get a treasure. What dragon do we grab is the real question, though. Let me look. Upkeep, draw. Ooh, we can grab 2 dragons. No, not true, but... What dragon would be best here? I want to get one with haste. I think Lathulus would be a good choice. So we will tap. Create 5 treasures. Wait, no, that one doesn't face, so let's not grab that one. But it does give the most power on the battlefield. I think I want to control the board. Yeah, let's get Balefire. Dragon. But we should wait to get it out. We could grab a vehicle. That would not be a bad idea. Although I feel like a Balefire Dragon would just be more powerful at this point, too. Because we have a combo to generate 2 treasures, because it's not like our creatures can be blocked. Now I've attacked everyone for 2. It would be, but it might make you archenemy. That's fair. That's why I'm waiting, though, because... But am I okay with being an archenemy? That's the question. So we only have access to 3 dwarfs. Oh, but also, our treasures tap for 2 mana now. So what we could do is grab the extra combat dragon, and we may just be able to win. Where is it? Hellkite Charger. So it requires 7 mana for each combat step. And we have... So that would generate 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we'd be close. We could get in a lot of combat steps. We could get in 5 combat steps at that point. I think that's maybe what we want to do. Ooh, no. Okay. So this doesn't affect us like you think it would, but only because... do I have turn off auto yields? So we just deflecting swat? Yes, we do. And we may want it... We probably want to have it target... their copy. Because doesn't the legend rule apply? Yes. I thought so. And that's how you defer... That's how you turn deflecting swat into a kill spell. You know, I'm pretty happy with that play, if I'm being honest. I probably shouldn't go for the win here, just because... You're right. People do want to have fun, though. So we could grab... Yeah, let's grab the Weatherlight. We are about to lose our field, but that's okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 lands, 7, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So if we draw a land here, we can get the Tyrant or Hellkite onto the battlefield, which would be good. And we are not getting attacked here. Oh, because we can't. Oh, we don't even need to land. We can just cast the Tyrant anyways. See, that Vidalcan Shackle is the thing that I'm most worried about. I should have grabbed the artifact stealing thing. That would have been a lot better. I'm gonna do a weird play here. I'm going to attack with the dragon. And then I think I should champion because I really don't want him to have access to So the way this works is that we sacrifice our gold dragon, which does seem like a bad play. But I think in this scenario it's good because with the shackles on the battlefield, they now have nothing they can really steal, and it just be a value engine on its own. That's at least my line of logic. Let's hope the ruling works the way I think it does. Because if it doesn't, ooh, we just screwed ourselves. See, because now we also don't have the biggest creature on the field. And I know we're not making the best plays, but also it seems to be a lot more casual. So sometimes when you're playing a more casual deck, or you're have a more powerful deck in a casual environment, sometimes not going for the best line of play will make everyone else around you a bit happier and just make the games more interesting. So preordain. I don't have any triggers. I can just sit back S6 through the turn. Let's look. So it's Tunnel Trog's turn. They're currently in the commanding position. Let's see what they can do with it. So yeah. Oh, Shivering Dragon. Okay. We are not running that in this deck. Oh, that makes sense. Because with their commander, it doubles power. See, if they now kill my Changeling, so they are Siren Rusing. Siren's Rusing their creature, which makes sense. And now it doesn't have a target. And they play Sword of Vengeance. They have a lot of equipment, but they haven't been seen to be equipping, which is interesting. They should be able to, right? Yeah, they have the mana. I assume they're going to equip Swords of Reforge. Nope. Sword of Vengeance onto Shivering Dragon. I guess that makes sense. And they're attacking me for 7. Okay. Five, 6. So we can sacrifice 2 treasures, cast Hellkite, and then attack with the Changeling to gain a 6/6 dragon. Or we can cast our commander. You know what? I like that line better. Because then we can crew. Now the question is, do we want to attack? And I don't think we do. I think it'll be funny to surprise block the Shivan Dragon. Do we have an 8/8? See, I don't think we do. 6/6, 5/5. Oh no, but that deals 5 damage. Where's Shivan Dragon's? Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be good. See, it's the first strike that's getting me. So yeah, it looks like we grab... Borgrad Hellkite. Before combat or before damage? Or no, before blocks. Oh, and they'll give us the treasure. Haha. I love Shiny Impetus. I feel like it's one of those cards that should see a bit more play than it does. But, you know, what can you do? F6. If you don't stop me, I won't stop you. Ah, that's funny. Doesn't that come back? So where that would come back under his owner opponent's control. I guess it didn't. Oh, under your control. Okay, cool. So if you do steal some... Wait. So if you have one of those steal enchantments... Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Oh, don't steal my... Don't come stealing my creature. So I know we're taken, boys. Hellkite Tyrant. Okay. So he's ghostly flickering. And he stacked his library. Oh cool, now he can't use the Dopkin Shackles. What we can do is take 6, 7 damage here. Get Hellkite. So, he conceded. He conceded. Oh, hey, Murder Muffin, how's it going? We just had 2 opponents concede on us, which just completely ruined what our game plan was. I guess we're going back to the original. Nah, let's wait a little. Okay. So now we do grab the Borgrad Hellkite. Organizing all my Pokemon cards? Yo, that's always the best though. Organizing cards? I would know. I have stacks upon stacks everywhere. You can never have. Okay, it's Pokemon cards. Yeah, you can't have too many Pokemon cards. So crew 3. So we'll get 6 treasures here. There is no such thing as too many magic cards. How dare you? How dare you speak such blasphemy in my very own chat? How dare you? Ah, you have crossed the mighty wrath of Jace. And now let's... I guarantee that I guarantee I can get at least 1,000 people to disagree with you. Although, I don't want to do a poll because that may not work in my favor. So, what was the name of the Hellkite again? Borg. Oh, I could get hundreds. Do we not have it? Where is it? No. Is it in our hand, right? Yo, it isn't here. It's bizarre. Hellkite Tyrant isn't in here either. I could get 6 people to disagree with you. Who could you get to disagree with, me? Minus my very own family. 1, 2, 3... Oh, they hit the cards we need. They exiled the cards we needed. That's why we couldn't find them. Oh, that's annoying. Ah. GG. And I guarantee that those 6 people would be wrong. There's no such thing as magic cards. See? I should always be able to grab magic cards. Without being able to grab magic cards, life just doesn't have meaning. Wait. That shouldn't be able to attack me, should it? It is. Yeah. GG. There isn't really a way out of it. Because we needed Belcart Tyrant in order to win. There's no such thing as... Did I really say that? There's no such thing as magic cards. That's going in the clip books. If you could clip that... Murder Muffin, that would be amazing. Ah. We're down to 2 life. GG's. Let's see what we draw before we early concede. Come on. Yeah, no, we can't do anything. It's that damn first strike. If it wasn't first strike, we could maybe do something, but... Oh, cool. Yeah, concede game. I have to give this a tunnel. Even though he won, I was really enjoying his deck. And I guarantee that those 6 people would be wrong. There's no such thing as magic cards. Oh, that's going in the clip books. I'm going to try and do a best of, and oh, that's go. I can't believe I said there's no such thing as magic cards. Everything you've been watching for the last few hours, chat, has been a lie. None of it's been real. It's all make-believe. It's all make-believe. I can see the wires. Oh, it's all animatronics. I don't think a Five Nights at Freddy's reference would work here. Ah. We've won 1 game, we lost 1. So far, we've been doing pretty good. Overall, the deck has improved greatly. Do we want to do another game? I think we have time for it. Is my deck 30 ticks? Let me check. It is not 30 ticks, so let's not play that. Let's do a quick 1v1. We're probably going to lose, but you know what? That's fine with me. 1v1 matches go sooner. Yeah, we should mulligan this. Ah, no. I'm not playing a 1v1 match against Brawl. For those of you who do not know, Brawl is banned in 1v1 because it's just too oppressive. So let's do a real game. So we lost the die roll, sadly, so we are not going first. So we drew all our dragons. We do not want to keep this hand at all. This is the easiest mulligan of my life. That's not true. I've had hands where I haven't drawn lands. But even then, I've had a few decks that's well, I'm fine with that. Mulligan. Much better. And we have a Magus of the Moon, which I feel like will be very good. Good luck, have fun. And keep. So we did draw a Hellkite Tyrant, which is not necessarily the best draw, but we do have 2 7 dwarfs, so you know, that's a win. Well, that's going in the logbook, though. No possible plays, yield all. Bountiful Primate. And Soul Ring. Into a mana crypt. Because, you know, fair things only happen after someone Soul Rings into a mana crypt. Tap. Pass. Not as good as a Soul Ring into a mana crypt. But according to me, none of this exists. So... you know, that's the best thing ever. Thank you for clipping that, Murder Muffin. There is a commander with mana burn. Ooh, Vandal Blast. That's good. And I guarantee that those 6 people would be wrong. There's no such thing as magic cards. Although I'm fine with there not being magic cards. I have a mana burn. I have a storm deck. That deck would die to mana burn. I have 2 storm decks that would die to mana burn actually. I have one Giganta storm deck and one Ms. Ultimates. What's that one? The one that makes instants and sorceries cost less. Okay, so it's our turn. So we'll draw, keep, draw. Into our commander. And then if Arnki does not have a creature out. We're attacking them. Hands down, nothing can stop us. Except for a creature. And we probably want to try and... we want to start blowing up their lands as well. As mean as that is. But you know, we're dwarves, so... we're meant to do some mining. We're just looking for some diamonds. Or what was... anyone actually remember anything at all from the Snow White movies? What are they mining for? I have no clue. And they abrade. You know what? I am happy about that. That means that one opponent used 2 answers, while slowing down the other. Now I kind of want to blow up their ancient tomb. Cultivate. Okay. Ooh, Magus of the Moon would just be good here, though. I think we Magus of the Moon. I think that's one of the best cards right now. Because it slows them down. Oh, it just puts everyone... oh, it messes up with everyone's mana except for Pig. That's perfect. Magus of the Moon, here we go. Magus. People are being strangely quiet, and I do not like it. Oh, they're just tapping out. Okay. I got really nervous. See, now everyone's like me! I think this is a disgusting Magus of the Moon here. I think we just made ourselves arch enemy. That's not good. Ah, no! Frostbite! Ah! Why are you running Frostbite? That's not even a good card! I'm a little bitter. Oh wait, actually, that's an amazing card in his deck, isn't it? Whenever a creature in opponent's control is dealt damage, excess damage if a giant was... oh. No, don't remember it. Forget. I'm not doing anything scary. Forget about the Magus of the Moon. Oh no, everyone hates me. Rightfully so. Worth a try. They're not gonna like my Dwarven Miner either. I'm being about Piglet. Pigget said I had enough basics not to be worried about. No, 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 no. So they just played. Okay, so upkeep, draw. Okay. I also have Blood Moon in the deck, but I'm not telling him that. I am not bluffing! We really, really pissed off Cardinal Magic. Wait, what? Get on my level and come and see? You know what? If anyone gets that salty over a Magus of the Moon, which you immediately destroy... Aw, you gotta love salty. Whoa! The salt was like... The Dead Sea was less salty. Oh, that was amazing. I wasn't going to tell him I was running Blood Moon, but I'm not a stack either. It was all like... Lots of bad players on here trying to bluff stacks. If you can't handle stacks, then you're not a good player. You should have answers. And I get some stacks are oppressive. So like Esper stacks, I would get. That deck can be very frustrating to play it against. Because having both counterspells, creature removal, and then stack cards on top of that can be very frustrating. But I also feel like running cards like Blood Moon and I feel like it's important to state this before my words get misconstrued, that just running Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon, no other stacks cards in your deck can be justified if your deck is bad enough, if that makes sense. Because there are a few decks that are just terrible, and you need something to slow down the other players, but you still want people to be able to play Magic. So I feel like Blood Moon's one of those intermediate levels. It really depends on your playgroup, too. I have noticed that on MTGO, though, people have very greedy mana bases, which is why I tend to run them. But still, calling people really pathetic? Yeah, I mean, mono red deck running Blood Moon's not that unheard of. And then on top of that, you should be just running enough basics. And I get it, it really depends on your play group too, and that's important to know. If your play group does not like Blood Moon, do not play Blood Moon. But I also feel like, sometimes it's just good. And, yeah. That rubbed me the wrong way. Do not call players bad because they're playing stacks. It's okay not to like stacks, and that's okay. But don't call players bad. That's rude. I'll get off my high horse now. And... but still, And then you just concede, like... Okay, so we just had another player concede. Wait, so I just took unnecessary damage. Aw. Are we going to win another game by 2 players conceding? Looks like it. I should probably bring that up on my Instagram. That's a good question. Because I wonder how many people get mad over Blood Moon. Sorry about my dog. But it looks like Piglet has disconnected. Sorry, give me a second. So yeah. Okay. This is our last match, but are we gonna win via concede? But yeah. I feel like back to basics is different though. And Rob, this is where me and you may differ in opinion. Where back to basics, I could understand why people would be mad about. I still will play it, don't get me wrong, but I also will only play it in my stacks deck and tell people it stacks beforehand. So... and stasis just no one likes. I know, I have a stasis deck. So yeah. Overall, I think this deck is greatly improved over the previous version. After this game, I will do a review. And then I'm also more awake now. My opinion has changed. If you don't like stacks cards, don't play Magic. I'll never say that. I think that there's certain levels of Commander where stacks just isn't a good strategy. Not good in power level, but good in fun. If you're hanging out with friends, sometimes playing only a stacks deck is not fun. However, also, every now and then a stacks deck isn't that bad, I think. So it really just depends on who you're up against. We'll choose Piglet, even though they timed out. So let's talk about the deck. So overall, the deck overperformed this time than it did last game. We are running Blood Moon, by the way, in the deck. Sort by converted mana cost. I have to say that the treasures did a lot of work, the vehicles did a lot more work than I was expecting. I was expecting them to be good, but they were even better than I thought they were going to be. Thank you, Rob and Mr. Tomo, for that recommendation, by the way, in chat. I would have completely missed that. We didn't really get to see Aggravated Assault, which is kind of sad. We should have an argument on the power level of decks, but just like the guy who builds a combo deck that can't function without his commander and gets mad when his commander gets killed. Huh. I can't argue with that. But also at the same time, I feel like certain stacks decks are good. I feel like mono red stacks is more acceptable than Esper stacks. Especially Esper enchantment stacks. Mostly because I have that deck. Full disclosure here. I have an Estrid stack. Fact. It's not right here. It's somewhere. Is it here? Nah. It's over there. Yeah, I'll grab it later. And I do agree that but at the same time, that commander getting killed is frustrating, so let me reread Rob's statement, because I do want to respond to it a bit better. We should have an agreement on the power level. Power level of the deck. But it's just like the guy who builds a combo deck that can't function without his commander and gets mad without his commander getting killed. Sure, but if you have a problem with a card like Back to Basics or Blood Moon, maybe you run some basics. I also feel like there's a level. So cards like Winter Orb, Stasis, and what's that other one? I don't run it. Smolderling stacks? Something stacks. Those cards are oppressive. And I can see why people wouldn't like them. I do agree, though, that in competitive, they are worth it. So again, if you're playing higher competitive Magic, higher level Magic, you shouldn't complain as much about getting stacks down. But I feel like the lower you go, where I feel like in lower power, and I'm talking about lower power being like a 6-7, Blood Moon's more acceptable, or Blood Moon, Back to Basics. I feel like those cards are better. And more, or maybe not even better, but they're better for the people. Because sometimes there's this thing I've noticed in Magic where people try and run good stuff. And I'll be honest, I am not a huge fan of just good stuff. Just putting good cards in and calling that a deck. It's not that the deck doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the best decks run like the staples. But I also feel like it limits creativity. So I feel like cards like Blood Moon and Back to Basics can do something weird, is where they can actually create some creativity. Not necessarily by shutting down a player's deck, which can happen, but if that happens to someone in your playgroup, have a conversation with them. Help them rebuild their mana base so they don't die or they don't get as screwed over by Blood Moon, that kind of thing. So I do agree that there needs to be an agreement in power level with cards like Blood Moon and Back to Basics. What are some other stat cards that I think are okay? I think like I would count Ghostly Prison and Propaganda as stacks cards as well. But again, I would count them in the 6 to 7 mark. Where, if you're running all those cards together, I feel like the deck can be oppressive. But again, if you're just running 1 or 2, that's another thing. If you're only running like 1 or 2 stacks cards, then that's okay, in my opinion. People just get salty if they can't do exactly what they want. That is true. And maybe it isn't the game. I will never say that if you don't like stacks, you don't have to play stacks. If you don't like playing against stacks, you don't have to play against stacks. But you have to make that clear up front, in my opinion. So, see, this is also where I'll agree with you. I once had a Legacy Storm player get mad at me for having a Thalia and showing and telling them, and a show and tell player mad at me for having Containment Priest. See, that's where I think it's different. If you are playing competitive Magic, like Legacy, Modern, Standard, although there isn't really a Standard stacks, I don't believe you should get mad over those cards. Cards like Blood Moon, Containment Priest, Thalia are amazing in 1v1, but you're also in a higher level competitive thing where there's an understanding. And by the way, did you really have a Legacy Storm player get mad at you for Thalia? Like, how else are you supposed to stop a Storm deck? Just lose? You can't beat Storm any other way. Fluster Storm. That's it. That's kind of toxic. Oh, that's hilarious. I was on D&T. Could you send me a D&T list, by the way? Your D&T list? I think I want to try and play D&T and Legacy. I think that would be a fun... I called him toxic, yeah. I think that's justified. So, here's the difference, where I believe that players who get mad at you for, in your example... Oh, you'll find me one? Oh, that'd be amazing. Rob, are you a part of the... If you want... Do you have a Discord? I can't... We have a Discord server. Where I believe that if someone is Thalia, if you're playing like Legacy and someone gets mad at you, maybe it isn't a format. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, find me one and I think I'll play it Saturday. I want to try and give other formats a try. Now that I finally can. So yeah, I believe that stacks is a matter of a conversation. And maybe not a stacks deck, per se. Stacks decks themselves, I can understand why people won't like them. But I feel like sometimes running some stacks cards are justified. And okay. It's frustrating, don't get me wrong. I will also be frustrated. But sometimes that's what needs. Sometimes that helps growth. I love losing games of Magic. I feel like that isn't stated enough. I want to lose more games than I win. Because I guarantee you, if I lose enough games, I can make my deck better. Oh, cool. And that's my philosophy. My philosophy is one of just constant improvement. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Or disagree? I'm very interested. Oh, I got distracted with the talk about stacks. I forgot I was doing a deck tech. Oh, that happened. As you can see, there is some topics that I get very motivated about because I feel like shunning a strategy is not something that should be done. I love every deck type in Magic. There are people who are aggro players. There are people who are creature or tribal players. There are mid-range players. I play all those decks. I play stacks, combo. I play everything under the sun. So when someone shuns one strategy over another, it's frustrating to me. Because I feel like every deck has its lights. Even Esper stacks. I agree, losing helps you get better, but I disagree with your opinion on stacks. I think people get way too salty. This is why Wizards will not reprint Counterspell. Apparently it is too good. I'll be honest, yeah, people do get salty. And I do agree with higher level. That may be right. Although I also do agree that Counterspell is too powerful. But I think a weaker version of Counterspell is good. And should be reprinted more. So, it's interesting because there's so much nuance. It just feels bad. That's true. And I feel like, but also with the current things where Wizards was going, with cards like Old Teferi, I will always be a bit hesitant. Like Big Teferi and that, I was playing Standard at the time. The attempts to get rid of The attempts to get rid of all feel bad has led them to make huge mistakes. Could you elaborate on that, Rump? I don't quite understand what you mean by that. I do agree with you currently with the fact that maybe them, because if I understand what my understanding is cards like Uro, they're designed to not feel bad. You're always going to get value off of Uro because it has that ETB trigger. Is my understanding correctly? Am I understanding that correctly? Feel bad's like Counterspell feels bad. Yeah. And I feel like there needs to be a midpoint, personally. I feel like Standard has gotten too powerful. In my opinion. And it to the point where it's just unplayable. But I also agree that just sometimes having feel bad moments is okay. Yeah. It feels worse to have your card countered, but not as bad to have it removed. I don't know if I agree with that point. Look at Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay. Yeah. Holy. Why is that card 90? Why is that card $100? Whoa. I didn't realize that card was that expensive. Jumpstart only? That's fair. That's fair. But I understand what you're saying, Rob, but I also feel like having control decks be too powerful can be dangerous. So it's a balancing act. I feel like there needs to be 4 strategies that need to work at the same time. That I believe all 4 of these strategies should have even power level. I believe mid-range should always be playable in Standard. I feel like aggro should always be playable in Standard. I feel like combo should maybe be playable. or combo-like deck. Maybe not like cat combo, but like a combo-like deck. And I feel like control should always be playable. Those are the 4 decks that I think lead to a healthy standard. Maybe you can get rid of combo out of that, I'll fully admit. It's better for control to be too powerful than combo. Yeah. That's fair. But both, either way, you never play. So, I think it's just all a balancing act. But yeah. Let me finish this deck tech real quick. So we are running cards like Valakut for some more removal that we didn't have last time. And I also remembered the legendary lands from Smoldering, from Worldwake. Or no, not from Worldwake. Were they? Kamigawa. Oh no, did I get rid of one of my lands? I did. Oops. Well, I'm never playing. I don't think I'm playing this deck again, so that's fine. Weatherlight, and so we're running a lot more vehicles. We have about a 48% chance of getting a vehicle out, or getting a vehicle in hand by turn 4, which I feel like is pretty good odds. So overall, the dwarf package remained the same. Not much has changed there. And we are also running a few cards like Aggressive Assault, because I know it's last time. One of the things that would have really helped us was just to have extra combat steps. Let's see, what else is there? We're also running just a bit better selection of dragons, where we have all of our dragons do something, either once they attack, which most of them do something once they attack, which was the problem with with the Coma player, is because they prevented us from attacking. So that's why we kind of got stalled there. That, or all of our other things are card draw dragons, like Dragon Mage. We also run a few dragon cards like Balefire Dragon and Steel Hellkite to help deal with other players. And a few more extra a few dragon creators, and we're also running Kildred Charge, but that's only because the other card that was in the place I couldn't get on MTGO. And then, again, more ways to extra combat steps and just ways to clear our opponent's board. So that's the main strategy of the deck. It's very much an aggro deck mixed in with a fast dragon deck. Overall, I really like the deck. I feel like its power level's around a 7? Maybe a 6 or 7. I would call it around a 6.5. You could make it probably a bit more powerful if you added a few more cards. But overall, I think this list is pretty good. We are also running all 7 dwarfs still. And we're also running Tybalt's Trickery. I don't know how well good that card is, but I want to try and play it more to find out. And we're running 7 of the 7 dwarfs, which I just think is fun. And that's the upgraded version of this deck. It's definitely more powerful than the last version. So I did take what went wrong last game and last time we were playing and tried to just upgrade the deck to the next level. So this is also the deck that's going on my Instagram. So it's better to have control be more powerful than combo. I don't know. Well. I want to do a bit more research into this, Rob. Because I feel like you're not wrong, but I also feel like there's probably a bit more. I've never lost turn 0. That's fair. I also play a bit more casual formats. So, like Commander. So, which is why I will fully admit that I do not know much about other formats. I do know some stuff, so I get the gist. I know enough to talk about it, but I don't have any personal experience playing it. So, I've played some Standard on Arena, and that can get frustrating. I just believe that there always needs to be an option for a brew to work, no matter what. I mean, I don't believe that there should be an all-powerful deck, or like 5 all-powerful decks. I believe that every format should have at least 30 playable decks. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, I don't know. But that's what I think. I am going to head out now, and because I need to make dinner. Okay, that will be fun. So I'll be streaming Saturday. I'm going to decide whether I'm going to be streaming ReZero or Legacy or Pauper. Either any one of the 3. I just don't know yet. So I guess I'll maybe do a chat on Instagram. But yeah, that is the stream. Thank you everyone who came. I had such a great time. I do appreciate everyone who came. Jane.